Welcome back to some more Painscreek killings. It already loaded in for some reason, even though I hadn't clicked on anything. Spooky. Okay. This has been living rent-free in my head over the last 24 hours. I've been stewing. And while I was thinking that Scott was Charles and Sophia's child, I am perplexed as to the relationship between Sophia and Father Matthew and how he ties into all of this, which led me to wonder if Scott was actually Matthew's biological son, and because maybe with his being a pastor, he couldn't claim it as his child, so he wanted to get Sophia high. I don't know. I'm just stewing. However, I think we should kick off our session by heading over to the cabin, because I'm not sure where I was going to go last time. We found that one thing over here. Let's see. The last thing we read was private investigator. Scott died too. And something happened in 1975. Yeah, I'm not sure. Wait, what was this one? That was 1975. So clearly, 1975 is when Vivian found out about the affair. I keep thinking that's a head poking up, and I don't like that. Yeah, that was pretty spooky last session. That was a little spooky last session. With the lady. Didn't like that. Okay, to the cabin. Is this Pebble Lane? Pebble Lane. That's fine. Just feeling a little uneasy. This is the well that they were going to meet at. This was the to-do list. This is the cabin key. Okay. No more jump scares, please. So this is Father Matthew's cabin? Or maybe just someone's cabin? I don't know who's exactly, but Scott liked to stay here. A way to play music. Ooh. Chest box. That's probably the Scott stuff box. Today is Valentine's Day. I wanted to spend the day with Trisha, but Charles invited me to go hunting. I was nervous, not because it's my first time, but because it's with Trisha's dad. It turned out I really enjoyed being with him. I felt comfortable talking to him. I don't get it. Why would Father Matthew forbid me to be with Trisha? 'Cause you're half siblings. He didn't explain it to me. Maybe he doesn't love me anymore. I feel so confused. It's 'cause you're siblings. We quarreled again today. I couldn't stand Father Matthew's preaching attitude, so I yelled back at him. I know I shouldn't have done that, but I am so frustrated. Father Matthew said that I am not an orphan. Does he know who my parents are? I pressed him to keep talking, but he wouldn't tell me anything after that. I need to know more. In these past weeks, it's become more difficult for me to talk to Father Matthew. Whenever we speak, he addresses only church stuff. I realize that I'm starting to avoid Father Matthew. Whenever he asks me how my day was, I don't feel like answering. When I ask about my past, he's always trying to change the subject. I feel so frustrated. I've moved out of the church. Father Matthew did not object, though he looked sad. Mr. Roberts was kind enough to let me stay at his cabin. Okay, so this is Charles' cabin. If I'm willing to work for him as an assistant gardener. That way the mansion garden can still be well maintained. Oh, zombies, no. Even when Andrew cannot make it. Ballard. It's been a month since Charles gave me this cabin to stay. More booty. I still don't know where to start my investigation. Andrew has been drinking. Bernard asked me to bring him home today. Whenever he's drunk, he accuses himself, saying that he's a sinner. Sometimes he would mutter names that I've never heard of. Of all the things, I think I only recognized Magdalene. Okay, so Andrew. Okay. Get the trusty notebook out. Andrew talked about Magdalene when drunk. Okay. This is a big diary. I just returned from the orphanage and found out it was Father Calvin who brought me there. The record stated that I was born from Painscreek. Sorry, something's not lining up right. Not my... tripod. There we go. Okay, there we go. Father Calvin who brought me there. The record stated that I was born in Painscreek. There must be records of me in the hospital, but I have none. But I've checked. There's none. I broke into Father Matthew's bedroom today. He didn't have anything relevant. Andrew's drunk again. This is the 5th time I had to bring him home, then cover his shift. It's getting quite annoying. I'm so sorry, Sophia. Mentioned Magdalene and Sophia. So he's probably drunk because he was hired by Magdalene to kill Sophia. Oh. Thank you. So this is a church key. Okay. I want a church key. I go to church and read your Bible. Vine. Master carpentry. Hidden doors. Well, this is Charles's cabin. This knife has a dull blade. Am I supposed to, like, write that down? Okay. Knife has dull blade at cabin. These notes are so scattered. I am so not... I would have organized myself better had I known how much notes I should take. Okay. Oh, hey. How are you? Okay. Oh, I thought that was a security camera for a second. Usable at the church. Chest boxes. Okay, so I don't think we can... No jump scares, no jump scares, no jump scares, no jump scares, please. I'm looking off to the side because same old working and puzzling, ice hockey, sleep, repeat. How's your is it Glimeth? Okay, no jump scare. Back to the church. Occasionally remember that personal hygiene is important. Just moderately. I mean, you know, people in the olden days did all right for themselves without personal hygiene. Back to the church. The church! Are we gonna fall through the floor today of the church? Turns out that when one works from home and doesn't plan on encountering other humans' habits. Yeah, I could see that. Okay, don't fall through the floor, don't fall through the floor. Hey, we're good. Okay. It's always a worry. Not closely. I want to finish the rat runs first. Okay, this is what I needed, yes. Chest. There we go. Key to a basement. Wonderful. Blanket with moon, stars, and... Yeah. Uh-huh. Dear Scott, I'm Sister Rachel. Although I wasn't here when you last came, I hope you remember me. I was your nursing mother after you arrived here those years ago. I understand you came here to find out how you came to be at St. Patrick's Orphanage. On July 4th, 1975, Father Calvin came to us holding a basket with you in it. He said you lost your parents and there was no one to take care of you. He told us that your name was Scott. After he left, Sister Emma asked if I would be willing to take care of a baby. At first, I hesitated because it was a huge responsibility, but when I saw your face so full of innocence and curiosity, I felt as if God himself had delivered you to me. I accepted the task. When you were 10, Father Matthew came to see you. He had just become the head priest of Painscreek Trinity Church. He visited often, usually at the beginning of the month. Whenever he left, he would leave an envelope containing a small sum of money. It was for everything you needed, and that whatever was left was then given to the orphanage. When Father Matthew adopted you, I believed your life would be better. I dearly hope it's so. Okay. I asked Andrew about Sophia. First, he freaked out, saying I shouldn't go around speaking that name. Then he said he'd never heard that name in his life. Is he hiding something? Why would he lie? I asked Wanda if she knew anything about Sophia. She said Sophia used to work as a maid in the mansion a few years ago until she was let go. She thought that Sophia was a manipulative woman that would do anything to get what she wanted. Wanda resented that. I met Derek today and asked if he knew anyone by the name of Sophia. He's not on speaking terms with me. Today's lunch break, I asked Bernard if he knew about Sophia. He was surprised I knew the name, but proceeded to say he did not know her that well. Somehow I feel uncomfortable whenever I talk with Bernard. I met Dorothy while attending to the garden. I asked her about Sophia. She looked confused. She was curious as to where I heard that name. She kindly explained that Sophia was a close friend of hers when Sophia first came to work for the Roberts. Unfortunately, she had an affair with Charles when Vivian was hospitalized. Shortly after she left Painscreek, no one has heard of her since. Dorothy thinks Sophia probably started a new life. I wonder if the affair was the reason everyone's quiet about it. No, it's because you're their child. And then they killed her to keep her quiet so she couldn't take the company money. So we have a basement key. And then some other sort of key. Gosh, I don't want to go to the basement. I don't want to go to the basement. Okay, that basement key's actually not for here. Got it. Use this one. Dear diary, a few months have passed since I've arrived here. This is in 75. Missionary trip is harder than expected. There's no clean water, food lacks nutrients, there isn't enough medicine. When Father Calvin first sent me here, he asked if I was willing to stay for 6 months. I think I'll extend for another 6 months. I'll let Father... Okay. Father Calvin summoned me this morning and told me that Sophia had left Painscreek. How can that be? The last time we wrote, she told me she had so many things to share with me when I got back. Was she forced? Was she hiding something? So he was gone. Father Matthew, it sounds like, was gone on a mission trip during the period of time Sophia was pregnant. Putting a question mark next to this because I have no idea what's going on here. But if this is your kind of game, try it. Martha is dead. Is it scary? This is like... I've been scared once during this and I didn't like it. Well, we're trying to solve a murder. A string of murders. I'll miss the people. Okay, so... Something must have happened to her that she could not tell me. A little death never killed anyone. It's been almost 6 months since Sophia left Painscreek. I have asked around. No one seems to know where she went. Father Calvin told me to let it go. He's right. I should not dwell on matters of the heart. There are more important things in life that I need to focus on. It's time to move on with my life. So he did love her. He had no idea about the pregnancy. Okay, Father Matthew, in fact, is not in on it, to my recollection. Attorney at law, Mr. Brooks. We have evaluated your case and we accept your request to represent your son, Scott Brooks, in court. We are in the process of drafting an appeal for his release. Considering the sensitivity of the situation, we urge you not to make any public statements until consulting with us. Medical records, transaction receipts, travel documents, previous criminal charges. The more we have, the better we can help in your son's case. Okay. Emerald Bank. Statement period. This is 95 when the murders occurred. a little bit afterwards. Donation from Robert's family, $1,000. Payment for church maintenance. Check from car dealership. So they must have sold a car. Hosting potluck. First payment of Scott's lawyers. Sunday tithing. Roof fix. Second payment of Scott's lawyers. Pilgrimage travel. Youth program finance. Huh. Diary. I had always wanted to be adopted, but I guess heaven had something else in store for me. Instead of being taken in by a family, I came to Painscreek Trinity Church. To be honest, I prefer having a real family with people whom I can call mom and dad. But Father Calvin said God has other plans for my future, and in time I will come to realize. 1971. Okay. Roberts' family is looking for a new maid. I told Miss Roberts that a relative of mine would fit the position. I know I shouldn't lie, but I want Sophia to be here in Painscreek. Father Calvin always said we have to help those who are in need. Since starting the job at the mansion, Sophia has settled in nicely. Whenever she has time off from work, we've been exploring Painscreek together. It's just like the orphanage days, and I'm extremely comfortable being with her. So they were both in the orphanage together. Today was Sophia's day off. We ate at the Moon Cafe again. I can't seem to get enough of this place. Food's delicious, atmosphere relaxing, coffee tastes great. I love to hang out here. It's definitely one of my favorite places. Followed closely by the church and little big books. Okay, so we picked up it's a key to a basement. I have no idea what Calvin's birthday is. So this is not for this store because I don't even see a place. Oh gosh, no whammies! No whammies! Okay, we're good. We're clear. So, who's got a basement? Otherwise we have there was something for the hospital that we had found. keeper's logbook. No, we didn't solve the darts yet. I was pretty sure we found some sort of code for the hospital, but I don't seem to see a picture of it. That's gonna suck. I don't even know where I would begin to find it. We have a basement key. So I guess let's head back to the... Oh, no, 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 no. I don't want to go to the ending. This should be to the mansion. So, found inside the chest that belongs to Scott. So this is a basement key. I just wish I knew what basement we're supposed to go to with this. Well, why would Scott have a key anywhere besides the mansion? He shouldn't have a key to the hospital. I don't think. Hello? Hello? We still also haven't found this. Yeah, no, I don't know what that is. It's been 20 days. Has it? Shoot.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Okay, if we can find a basement here. Is this the basement? No. A garage? Or shop? Open up. Basements are usually underground. Yeah, but I thought maybe it would like lead to a basement. Apparently I was wrong. I mean, for sure this house has to have a basement, right? Oh, I hadn't seen this one yet. Magdalene Roberts, mother of Charles, dies at age 68. Heart attack as main cause of death. Dorothy Patterson, a maid working at the mansion, knocked on Magdalene's door at 7 a.m. Since there was no answer, she assumed she was still sleeping. It was only 2 hours later when Magdalene still did not respond. Yeah, right? She called Bernard Hopkins, the mansion butler, who came and opened the door to find she was lying on the bed. She wasn't breathing. Dr. Johnson, the family doctor, arrived at the mansion at 9:30 to pronounce her dead. High blood pressure and old age. 8/27/1975. I think... Oh... I don't think it was a real heart attack. The doctor suspiciously dies after that, so... Okay, so is there no basement? Where is this basement key for? Brother, I am lost. I'm pretty sure there was some code for the hospital that I have, but I don't know where that is. Maybe a security room. I already did that. Let's rewind it back a little bit, shall we? Okay, like here. Congratulations on completing the challenge, guys. Y'all, I'm missing something. What is this basement key for? It's a basement at the hospital. I don't want to go to the hospital. I wish, like, once I found a clue with a code that it would, like, add it to just, like, my inventory. And when I came across the right door, it would autofill the code. That would be nice. Or the lock. The door locks. I am just seeing things now. I don't like it. If you missed it last episode, when I left a building, there far off, Brianna put a picture in the chat. You can see it, but like far off in the woods was just a person standing there. And then we haven't seen anyone in this game, so it was very jarring. Ooh, it gave me the chills because then I looked away and I looked back and they were gone. And I'm pretty sure it was the maid Sophia. Okay, we're gonna try going downstairs now. Because I do have a basement key. Maybe he had... Oh, it didn't work? What? I guess we're not going to the basement? Maybe this was the one I was supposed to be able to have a code for. Guys, I don't like being in the hospital. I'm also missing 2 knives. Oh, the rehab room. I don't think we've been here yet. Can we find a key or something here? Maybe I have been here? No, not everything's open yet. I guess locked? Yeah, so never mind. And that's to the roof. Yeah, I don't know what to do next. Where else is there a basement? hate to look it up, but... What I gathered, because I was trying not to look too closely, was to maybe go back to the cabin. And maybe look around a little better. Maybe I missed something at the cabin. Oh, that's the basement key? Bruh, how did I know that was a basement? Okay, that's where we have to put the item. Okay. What is that? What does that do? On Valentine's Day, Trisha gave me some chocolate. I've never seen that brand before. It must be expensive. I haven't finished making the music box. I hope it would be her Valentine's Day present. I'll give it to her later. Hopefully she can forgive me. Been quite some time since I last talked to Father Matthew. He's always asking how I'm doing after Sunday service, but I ignore him. Gotta go to work. Bye, Gepard. It was nice to see you. Grass has been growing wild. Weeds are everywhere. Andrew's not here. He hasn't been here for quite a while. I wonder what happened. I found him lying unconscious on the floor. There was an empty bottle of sleeping pills on the table. He needs a friend. He's out of the ER and recovering quite well. In 1970... Pardon me. In 1972, there was a maid who came to work at the mansion. Her name was Sophia. She was a hard-working young lady with a great personality. She was loved by many. A few years into her job, however, she had an affair with Charles. A child was born. When Vivian found out, she was furious and decided to kick her out of Painscreek. What happened after that was a tragedy. Who goes to work at night? Nubatel, hello. On June 26, 1975, at 11 p.m., Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew confronted Sophia. A fight broke out. Sophia fell and hit her head on a nearby well. She stopped moving. Dr. Johnson checked and realized she was dead. Her neck had broken. No one knew what to do. Vivian then asked Andrew to take care of the body and her baby. Andrew did what he had to do to protect Vivian. After that night, they vowed never to tell anyone about the incident. Before leaving, I asked Andrew what the baby's name was. He said it was Vincent. After I left the hospital, I couldn't help but pity Andrew. I hope he can heal. Okay, so the people involved in her murder, Vivian, Dr. Johnson, and Andrew, all died under suspicious circumstances. Who would benefit if they found out as weird as it is? I think Dr. Matthew or Father Matthew might end up actually being our killer because he loves Sophia and maybe he couldn't handle the fact that she was murdered, that she had been pregnant. I don't have that item. I don't know what that does. You have made progress. I am enjoying it. However, I'm just feeling a smidge stuck right now. Because I'm not sure what to do now. When are we gonna level up? I'm in search of guidance at this moment. I don't have any key except for a music box. Or a wall clock. Okay, I want to know. I don't want to keep running around like crazy. So I am going to look up where... I have no memory about the puzzles, but I could look at a walkthrough. I'm going to look up where my butterfly-shaped key goes. Where does butterfly-shaped key go? Painscreek. Oh, I'm trying not to... Yeah, or a wall clock. And the thing is, I found a music box in Trisha's room, but I tried using this and it didn't work. I really don't want to see a spoiler. So if someone else is able to possibly search where this might go, I don't want to see a spoiler. I'm gonna go back to the mansion.
Get out of here.
Thank you. Yeah, wall clock. I guess let's collectively keep an eye out for wall clocks, too. That's a wall clock. Can I have the key back? Whoa, okay. This is a puzzle. How am I supposed to know what time is supposed to be on this clock? What's tea time? What's tea time? I can't remember. Like 11-ish? I would say 3 p.m. Y'all, I don't know. And that, oh my gosh. $3:20 on the dot. Okay. Dear Vivian, I am not writing to you as your doctor but as a friend. I know you had your suspicions about Charles. Now that his affair is revealed, there's no point in beating around the bush. If you want to protect yourself and Trisha, there's only one way. You have to make Sophia and the baby leave Charles. They need to be moved away from Painscreek. You will, of course, have to compensate for her leaving. As for Charles, he will need to know that having his affair publicly known will destroy his political status. People are not so forgiving when the mayor they trust is involved in such a scandal. I figure that Charles will try to add the child into the family registry. I would do the same if I were him. It is a boy after all. And the child will be able to continue the family line. If that should happen, I cannot imagine what will happen to you. Vivian, I have given careful thought to your request. Here's my answer. I have provided a new prescription for your mother-in-law, Magdalene. It is 3 times the strength of her usual... Dude, I called it! Called it! Of her usual dosage, detailed instructions will be sent with the medicine. Should you decide to do it, you will need to administer the medicine carefully so no one suspects anything. Call me if you have any questions. Make sure no one else in the mansion ingests any of it. Okay, so I have now no keys in my inventory, and I am pretty... clueless. Yeah, I don't know where to go next. I don't even know how to get to the attic. Is it through here? Yeah, but I don't have a key for that. This was... Yeah, here's the music box that Trisha had. Trisha requested all her books be brought to the hospital. Okay, cool, got it. Yeah, that's locked. Any codes you haven't applied? I don't think I have. I don't have a good way of remembering what codes I have and what codes I don't have. That's the guest room. This was the nursery. Notepad. Like my real notepad? I don't have, well, I thought there would have been. I thought I had taken pictures of most of the codes, but Yeah, I used that. I'm just checking to see if there's any codes in these that I missed. That was Derek. Yeah, so, I don't know. I don't know what there is to do next. Like, I have, okay, the only code I have is the one that's on the outside of the church. I don't know where that goes to. The code is 1203. I don't know where that goes. More inscriptions? What do you mean? I tried 1203 on this thing. Maybe if I knew where, let's see. 1203 code Painscreek. I don't think I'm supposed to use that yet. So I don't know what we're supposed to do now. I'll triple check this room. Yeah, I don't see anything. I never solved the desk. There's a code for this desk, I don't know. I solved his hidden puzzle, which opened up this room. We saw the thing for his mom. We read his journal about the affair. Found the picture of Sophia. Maybe we poke around the church some more? I still have, I mean, I've unlocked 2 cars. So make a getaway. Yeah, pretty much. Oh. Speaking of. We gonna find anything in this one? Nothing in this car. That's good. Yeah, so we have this. Okay, we have that code. Don't know what it goes to. For now. I kept falling through the map. Who put the code there? We don't know. So I guess it's not time for me to use it yet. Yeah, I kept falling through the world yesterday. Let's relook around. I also don't know when Father Matthew's birthday was. Oh, I could probably check the cemetery. Hold up. Sorry, not Father Matthew, Father Calvin. Because his birthday is the code to the chest or the lockbox. Okay, let's go check the graveyard. I didn't think of doing that. Okay, we're looking for somebody named Calvin. Raymond, Gary Roberts, Henry Johnson, Wanda Tyler, Magdalene. Okay, his birthday. October. So 10/24/02. 10/24/02. 10/24/02. Remember that. Okay. One 0/24/02. What do you mean it's empty? Oh. Dear Father Calvin, this is a letter about the things I have witnessed during my stay at Painscreek while in service to Miss Magdalene Roberts. I have no one to confide in and dare not speak to you in public. I accompanied Miss Roberts to Painscreek on July 4th of 1975 to visit her son Charles. There was rumors that Vivian had a nervous breakdown following her own delivery of Trisha. During that time period, Charles was all alone. He found comfort in a house housemaid by the name of Sophia, they had an affair. A boy was born. 2 days after arriving, we were informed that Sophia, along with her child, had left Painscreek. I assume most of us believed the story, including myself. However, Miss Roberts refused to believe that Sophia would leave when she would have been accepted into the Roberts family. The boy she bore for Charles would have guaranteed that Mrs. Roberts initiated a search for Sophia with our driver Patrick and myself. It lasted less than 2 months before she passed away from a heart attack. It's about Mrs. Roberts' untimely death. You see, Mrs. Roberts had a heart condition and it has been affecting her for quite a while. However, her medication had always kept her stable. Her prescription was still the same during her visit to Painscreek, yet her condition deteriorated. Family doctor Henry Johnson confirmed that her search for Sophia had taken a toll on her health. I know that despite the doctor's advice, she did not stop the search. Did that create stress on her? Yes. But should it have killed her? According to the physician attending to Miss Roberts back home, no. Her body was never autopsied. Her son Charles wanted her body untouched and buried properly. As Patrick and I were packing to leave for home, I couldn't help but wonder who could have wanted Miss Roberts dead. Is there a connection between the affair of Charles and the housemaid, the disappearance of Sophia and her child, and the death of Mrs. Roberts? I would like to say whom I might suspect, yet I am in no position and am afraid that I might name the wrong person. I pray that the truth will be revealed as God permits. Sylvia Eden. Do y'all have a key in here? Because I need a key. While that's great information, I still need a key. Okay, so this is Scott's room. I'm drawing a blank. I have a safe here I don't know the code for. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Yeah, and I don't even know, like... I was also curious... Okay, the other thing... I was trying to be so good about taking pictures of stuff. I'm assuming I'm just missing a code that I don't... So I did this. So who died on April 2nd, 1997? That's what I wanted to look at. April 2nd, 1997. That's 95. 84. 84. 84. 75. 95. 96. 95. 95, 86, 79, 69, 73, 91, 90, 91, 84, 95, and then we don't know who this is. I believe this is my car, right? Okay, so this ends the game. Which I don't want. The darts puzzle? I don't know if I am eligible to solve the darts puzzle yet. That's the other thing I don't think I've done. A hard clue for it. Okay, so I guess I mustn't have found that clue yet. There's nothing suspicious with the well. Nothing suspicious with the tree. Triple check the inside of the cabin again. and it remarked that is this one that remarked it's a dull blade, so a badge, a camera, that, and my Slim Jim. Yes, and I don't know where to find it. I don't think I'm missing anything down here right now. Hi, how are you? I don't see anything else here that I'm missing. About to get ready for games. What are you playing instead of Death Stranding now? I think it's a mansion. Dark Souls. You actually are? Just for fun? Casual slide run. Nice. Because if I could get some tools from Miss Patterson's house, that would be wonderful. Let's look at Miss Patterson's file, huh? Miss Patterson? 40 Black Pine Road. I think this is Black Pine, right? Off the map again? Not this time. So this is Mrs. Patterson's house. However, I don't have the key to enter her house. But Miss Patterson should have the tools. Is this for the mansion or this is for the hospital, I bet. Yes. I don't think I need to go back to the hospital. Not right now. Yeah, I'm enjoying the game. I just wish that there was, like, in case, because sure, maybe there was a clue and I forgot to write it down. Fair. But, like, I wish there was a little more of a safety net within the game itself that's like, here's all the logged codes you have. That would have been nice. Because there's so much to check. Not yet. Not yet. Oh, man. Like... Find smoke. There was a lighter here. That's actually interesting that there's a lighter there. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else in here that I know of. This is their bedroom. Okay, let me... Maybe I missed something in here. This is Charles and... What's her face? Vivian's bedroom. Like, I have this hat. Just haven't noticed them. Like, I thought this was weird that that's closed, but I don't see... Oh, these are a bunch of drawers. Maybe I didn't check these. I guess I did. Open the door. I feel like that should open. But alas, I don't see how to do that. I've also... I have this. I don't know the code for that. Okay. Another bedroom. That's locked. This is the nursery. That's locked. I wonder if I missed more in the tea room. This is where we got that letter. Whose room is this? This is the tea room. I have Trisha's room over here. This is Trisha's room. Yes, okay. So I've read her diary. There's a music box I can't open. And her nightstand is locked. So we need a key. Yes. Back to the outskirts. Okay. Sorry, I actually didn't see this. I didn't look at this stuff before. I guess it doesn't matter. Okay. Like, back to where? It's on the mansion area. Okay. The barn? There's a barn? I guess the answer is no. That thing? No, I don't know the code for it. I see a key. Do you have leftover codes? I don't know. There's no way for me to track my codes. I don't think I do. But I would, if it's not like I'll just take the code. 'Cause, like, I probably have found it, but I've checked all my diary entries. But there's, like, Post-its and stuff that they don't keep. Like, this doesn't keep track of every document that I've gotten, and that's a bummer. Okay, I haven't gotten Scott's safe code yet. I haven't been in Scott's safe. So I guess backwards from there. Thank you for your help, by the way. It's all gonna come back to the darts. If I knew... If I knew the darts, that gets me somewhere. I feel like last time, though, I remember being like, oh yeah, I have a code for the hospital, but I don't actually remember anywhere at the hospital having codes. Maybe try Scott's room? I've looked around. I don't think there was anything left for me there. Oh, no. The only other thing I have... Okay, hold on. I have... Aunt Cecilia's apartment code. Where does this get me? Does Aunt Cecilia live here? Is not on the map. Okay, so that's just fake. Okay. Okay, so you're saying I should be able to figure out the safe code within his room? What's his hobby? Baseball. And woodworking. This. So I guess I could try 5385. Oh, that's sneaky. Let's meet at our secret hideout, 5 p.m. Code change to 8831 Trisha. Okay. Thank you. I was never... I tried the year, but I didn't try the dates. Mr. Peterson passed away at the age of 81. Everyone attended his funeral. He's buried next to Mrs. Peterson. You're leaving? No. Old people are dying. Young people aren't coming back after college. Will I die like Mr. Peterson? Will there be anyone left? Trish talks a lot to me. Feel comfortable. Aww. Father Matthew tells me it's important to have goals in life. I wonder what Father Matthew's goal is. He wanted a family. It's been a few months since Derek got hired by Trisha's dad. I envy him. I want to work too, so I can buy something nice for Trisha. There's a secret room in the mansion. I can't wait to explore it with Trisha. Okay, cool. Okay, so we have the new code. Okay, that gets us something. You're good for 3 steps now. How are you? Is there a clue for that? Was there supposed to be a clue to like lead me in that direction? Is that there's a safe and not much to go on. Well, like there's a safe in the art room at the mansion. Oops, wrong way. Like how many of these things am I kind of supposed to guess on? All of Scott's belongings are in that room. Yeah. That's pretty immersed. I don't know, man. And I for sure am not supposed to be able to figure out the dart thing yet. Or can I? When you see it, you'll know. And I for sure haven't seen it yet. Because well, I saw at the inn there was the dart scoreboard. $8831. Okay. I've seen this. I like being with Scott. I can be myself. He doesn't judge me or tell me what to do. Scott and I have decided to make our own secret hideout. Mom won't know that we are secretly meeting. I'm so glad Scott is now working at the mansion. Scott has to work the garden the whole day. I won't be meeting him. I miss him already. My mom hired Oliver to be my tutor. Despite our age difference, we talked for hours. I feel comfortable around him. Then he showed me the photos he took. They were beautiful. I figured out Oliver is perfect as a tutor and that I shouldn't be quick to judge the old man. I'm glad Oliver is my teacher. Winter's coming. It'll be extremely cold. The fireplace should help. Maybe I should knit a scarf. I think I'll visit for... It'll be extremely cold? What? I don't feel like you told me anything, girl. We got an easel. Oh, and a note. Oliver. Okay. A grill. This thing. Okay, so now we have 2 keys. A mansion room key. Well, the one should be for Trisha's drawer. This one. Dear Trisha, you can always stay at my place when you're feeling lonely. Dorothy. There it is. Someday I'll tell you everything. Snap. Mom is so judgmental. She doesn't want me to be near Scott, saying that I should find someone who is of the same class as me. Did Mom talk to Father Matthew? Don't they know we're in love? Y'all are siblings, dude. Sorry to break the news. Father Matthew told him not to stop seeing me. I asked Scott why, but he didn't know the reason I feel miserable. Scott asked if I have a younger brother named Vincent. I didn't. At dinner, I asked Mom if I ever had a younger brother named Vincent. She stared at me and said no. She then asked where I got the name from. When I said from Scott, she told me dinner's over. Ugh, how could Mom fire Scott? That is so unreasonable. There's no reason at all for firing him. Why can't I see Scott? I love Scott. Dad loves him too. Only Mom hates him. I find it really strange. I knew that today was Scott's day off, so I was surprised to see him at the cabin. However, I could not... I tried to surprise him at the cabin, however, could not find him. He suddenly appears as if he had been there the whole time. There's a hidden room. Yes, there is. Okay, so we still have a mansion key for the attic. Wonderful. The attic. Can we turn on a light in this place? There we go. Now we're talking. Okay, over here first. Nothing. Nothing. Tea time. Already did that. Thank you. Figured that one out. Nothing on the backside of the painting? Come on, that would have been cool. Pail bottles. A clock, a painting.
Grab and peel.
Oh gosh, that scared me. Yeah, nothing on the backside of the painting is wild. Come on now. Thought this was a puzzle game. Was that really the only clue we were gonna get? Oh wait, no. This goes down. Wonderful. Items needed for the barbecue. Charcoal, grill brush, grill fork. Grill brush is written twice, and that's odd. Okay. Barbecue. That's a lot of drawers. I'm thankful I don't have to open every single one. Excuse me, what's that? What's that? A well-cleaned grill fork. I didn't feel well today. I had a nightmare last night. I see Scott all the time now that he started working at the mansion. I used to be the one to hang out with Trisha. Mom says she's feel better these days. Okay. I would never make her feel that way. I cannot say it to her, but I will be there whenever she needs me. We talked a lot. I wish every day would be like today. Scott came in and asked if I know anything about Father Calvin. Looks like they aren't getting along too well. Derek, you're being nosy. Oh, snap. Bottle caps. Okay, we have... I'm assuming there's going to be a 5-digit code. Something to do with the barbecue. And we're going to have to come back and count all the items. Okay, so what do we still have? This is Dorothy's house key. This is the thing for Scott's house. So where do we want to go first? Dorothy's house? Don't know. I guess let's go check out Dorothy's house. So who... Okay. I just don't know if I think that Father Matthew is capable of murder. I don't know. Who killed Scott? Who killed... Okay, so... Dorothy lives at 40 Black Pine Road. I think it's this house. Yep. Dorothy. Mrs. Patterson. This is where we should get the tools. This is gonna open up a lot of stuff. Or this should give us the key to Oliver's house. Or Oliver's shop when he has the tools. Oh. No, hey! Open that back up. Charles asked something of me today. He asked if I'd be willing to stay with Sophia. That he'd arranged to have a house rented out a little ways from the mansion. I told him I would help. But that Sophia's pregnancy will eventually show there's no way of hiding it. He seems very worried. Charles came up to me and expressed his gratitude for taking care of Sophia. He said he'll be covering all the necessary expenses. He told me not to tell anyone about it. I am to make up something about her running errands outside Painscreek. Sophia is 8 months into her pregnancy. Her belly is big now. I asked her how she felt. She told me she's happy, feels hopeful. How Vivian will feel about it all. What will the ramifications be? That everyone in the town dies. Just so you know. Scriptures by Reverend Keith. Wonderful, another locked door. A toilet. Oh. Two fireplaces in the same house? What is this? Tea. A lot of tea. Will this open? Nope. But this will. Helping and serving others in the name of God. I'm gonna break my ankle on these steps. Bathtub. Pails. That's a nice bathtub. Aw, brother. Man. So what did we get here? Nothing. Got nothing. Okay, back to the cabin. Dorothy. I thought she was supposed to have the keys for Oliver. What about that, Dorothy? Let's just go. Oh. Hello? Vivian. I want a church girl that go to church and read your Bible. Alright. He's gonna be awful cold. No, he's not. Crank that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, does she wonder where he had been sleeping? Okay, let's take our time. Let's turn on the light. Okay, we got stuff. Another pencil sharpener. Some nails. A box. A tape. Oh, the security tapes. Understanding psychology. Okay. Okay. I realized who I am from the moment I saw the photo. I have the exact same blanket. I know who my father is. Everything makes sense now. I visited Andrew today. I needed to know where they hid Mom's body, but he cried and begged me not to say anything about it. There was no room for whatever questions I had left. I then told him I'm the boy he gave to Father Calvin to get rid of. After that, I left. I know who I am. and now I feel everything is falling apart. Andrew came to the cabin and told me where the body was hidden. He was sorry and left. The well had dried up and was covered in moss. I wouldn't have known that well even existed if I didn't work at the mansion. I finally found Mom's body. I buried her in the cemetery next to Father Calvin with just a wooden cross. A month passed. I haven't worked since, and I've stopped meeting anyone. Trisha knocks on my door every day, but I would hide each time. She cries every time, begging me to come out, anxious to know why I won't see her. I don't know what to say, but I know we cannot be together anymore. Father Matthew visited me today. He said that he hasn't seen me at church for a while. When he asked how I was doing, I began crying. I told him that I know that Charles is my father. I confessed that I now knew that Trisha was my half-sister. He listened and didn't speak. Oops. Who killed my mother? Couldn't be her. She tried to find Sophia. He's my father. Charles' wife. Trisha. Bernard. He saved me. Couldn't be him. In Indonesia at that time. Killed Magdalene. She loved and took care of Sophia. 6 years old. Derek's mom and Andrew. An old gate key. Oh, yeah. So... I guess just take a picture of it, because I don't know what this is going to have to be about. Bruh. Okay, that's probably a great spot to wrap it up. We got lots to look forward to next time. I mean, doesn't it seem a little on the nose to suspect that Vivian killed Sophia? And then, in turn, Father Matthew was mad because he loved Sophia. And then killed all the conspirators in Sophia's death. That's my working theory. Vivian, Andrew, the doctor died at the hands of Father Matthew. But I don't know what happened to Scott. Or Trisha. I don't know. I hope you've been enjoying yourself, because I know. I hope you enjoyed yourself, because I know I did.